Hello, my name is Alex Brincazio, and today I'm going to do another golf video. This one's going to concentrate on the short game more. This video will be a pretty good resource if you are a teacher and you want to be able to show your kids a couple skill assessment or use a couple skill assessments. It also is going to show you some techniques, but this is a little bit more of an advanced video than the previous beginning golf ones where it covered more critical elements. This is going to show you how to assess someone already kind of playing. It can help you if you are a beginner golf. It can still help you develop your own skills. In the short game, we're going to work on chipping, pitching, and putting. But if you are a teacher, this is really going to help you out. If you are a student trying to learn the game still, I would still give this video a watch just because any information is good information. A couple of things I say, these are my philosophies, these are my thoughts. If you talk to someone else, you might hear it a little bit different, but this is what works well for me, and I'm going to try to do the best to relate for you. Thanks. All right, guys, the first type of shot in the short game that you should kind of get underneath your belt is going to be the chip. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the critical elements and the technique. If you need more of that, it's going to be in my previous video, the beginning golf basics. Just a quick reminder, okay, so whenever we're looking to chip, we don't want a high trajectory. So I've pulled out my 9-iron, okay? It's not going to give me a lot of trajectory, and I just want to kind of chip it onto the green and let that ball run towards the hole. The idea is that this is going to be a pretty easier shot. You should be able to make pretty good contact with it. Play this shot when you have more green to work with and less fairway, rough. This is just trying to get that ball on. That flag stick might be a distance away on the green, but you want that ball to roll a good distance on the green. So I usually play this shot whenever I have a lot of green to work with and a short amount of fairway or rough or fringe or anything like that. What I want to do is I want to play that ball, and I like to play it with the ball inside my trailing foot. Okay, so that's my setup. And I want to be legs pretty close to neutral, close together. For this, I'm going to kind of choke down onto the club, and then I am going to move the shaft a little bit more vertical. So a little bit more vertical, and I want to place the shaft, here's my sternum, I just want to place it inside my leading thigh. Okay, so I'm going to have the club shaft a little bit forward. Okay, whenever I take a couple practice swings, you should be able to see nice small contact, nice and easy, nice good follow through. Also, what you want to do is make sure that the club head right here is going to stay below your hands on your finish. So nice back and through. You should be brushing that ground just like that. And that club head is going to finish below, all right, your hands. We'll talk about pitching in a little bit. Pitching is going to be a little bit different, but for the chip shot, that's what it should look like. We'll show you one here now. All right, guys, for today, I'm here with my friend Bailey. He's going to do a golf assessment and chipping for us. I'm using the GPAI once again. Bailey's going to do a 25-yard chip for us. So we're going to use a long chip from 15 to 30. Scoring is on here. We'll explain that here in a second. Bailey, there you go. We also set up Bailey with these 3 clubs today. The one all the way to the end over here, okay, is an 8-iron. We have a pitching wedge, and we have a sand wedge. This one right here is going to give us a little bit less of a loft. It's going to be the 8. It's going to be a normal chip and run shot. This pitching wedge is going to be a little bit more lofted with a little bit less run out. And then we have the sand wedge, very high lofted with very little run out. Okay, Bailey, it is your choice. You're pretty new to golf. Which club do you think you are going to pick? Do you want the 8, the pitching, or the sand?
I think I'm going to take the pitching.
Okay, go ahead and pick that one up. So he's picking up the pitching wedge. Now, why do you think you like that one so far?
I think it's gonna help me more.
Okay. So at any time you are allowed to switch your club. Okay. Let's go down and show him how to score. Now, let's talk about his scoring. Bailey's going to, if it crosses this line right here, we're on the other side of the gym. If it crosses and lands and stays on this side, okay, this is within 6 feet. He's gonna get 1 point for that. Coming down here, this is a 3-foot box, so 1, 2, 3 feet. All right, if he's able to land it in this box, he is going to get 2 points for this. Now, we don't have a true golf hole, but whatever you kind of can find. I thought this would be able to kind of stop the ball a little bit more. If he hits this, I'm going to give him 4 points, because if it hits that flag, you never know. So we're gonna give him 4 points if it goes into the hole. He's gonna get 10 shots, and then you can always go back to it, try again, or you can move on with the GPAI that you were going, or not the GPAI, the skill assessment that you got. Good. All right, so we gave Bailey a couple pointers, gave him a couple critical elements. Now it's up to him to hit the balls where they have to go. Bailey, you are up, sir. You get 10 shots. That's good, lands on a green. Rolling down towards the hole. Looks pretty good so far. Okay, Bailey, hit another. Try to speed you up here. We'll go count them all up at the end, so stay tuned. All right, a little soft on that one. We'll see where it kind of goes. All right, hit another. Don't be shy, keep going. Gets a nice little run out. Remember, he's trying to do this on hardwood floor, which is pretty difficult. Not bad for a first-time golfer. There you go. It's going to be down there. It's all right. Looks in good shape. Hit another. Oh, Bailey. Close. Rolled right by. A little hot on that one. Not too bad. You got one sitting by the cup for sure, so. All right, it's down there. It's close. A little bit to the right, that's okay. Might get a little bump. 25 yards, not pretty tough shot, especially on a wood floor. There's a nice one. Going right down the center lane. That's going to be close. Good shot, kid. Hit another one. That one's a hot one. Oh, might get lucky. All right, hit another one. How many did you hit so far, Bay? So you got 4 left, 10 minus 4. No, not 8. Fit 6.
No.
Good shot. That's a nice one. That's a beauty. That'll be good. Keep grinding away. Ball number 7. Yeah, get a little turn, There it is. It's in the box. First time golfer, not bad. Not bad at all. Good. That'll be close too. That'll be close too. Last ball, kid. All right,
right, and we're gonna go check out how Bailey scored.
Made one mistake a little bit earlier. I think I told you guys we're using the GPAI. This one is not the GPAI. This is the short game skill test. So make sure you are following along with short game skill test. These are Bailey's shots that he hit out of his 10. 2 of them landed a little bit short. It's not too bad. 1 is to the right. His problem was some of them, 3 of them, were a little bit too far, and that's okay. 1 to the left. So he's a little scattered right now, no big deal. Now, we are in his scoring area. Once across this white line, he is going to have a point from this one, okay? Almost close to 3. Okay, this is about probably 3.5 feet for a putt, maybe 4. So he still gets 1 point, just a little outside of 3. Just again, a little outside of 3. 1 more point for this one, and since he is inside of 3 feet on this one, okay, he gets 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, 6 points out of 10 shots, right? Your handicap, if you go through the whole skill assessment, should shoot out your handicap for you, and you can kind of judge how good of a golfer you are off of that without having to go play. Just an idea of what you could do with that assessment that we give you. Remember, it is in the link below. Check it out if you need a little more information. All right, now the next shot we want to talk about is going to be a pitch shot. It's a little bit more higher skilled than just your regular chip. So, like I said, if you talk to somebody, they're going to tell you how to kind of use your distance control a little bit different. I like to use spots on my body to where to take this club back to, and that lets me know how far I'm going to hit a certain shot. So, for instance, if I set up to the ball, and I know my swing is going to take me to my knee where I feel like this club head is in line with my knee, or it might feel where my hip is, or my rib, or my shoulder. That is going to allow me to use the same kind of speed and be consistent and hit certain distances, which distance control, you'll see, gets very important on this shot. Like I said, this shot is going to be used when you have a little more fairway, so over 50-50 from green to like a fairway. So if I have a lot of fairway still to go, if I have, a target that's, let's say 30 yards away, and I have 20 yards to carry it, 25 yards to carry it in the air, and once it hits the green, I want it to stop and maybe roll 5, this is going to be that type of a shot. So this takes a little more skill, a little more variables in it. The club I selected is a sand wedge. The trajectory is going to make it go high and then get that ball to come back down, stop on the green close to the hole. We don't want a lot of rollout on this. The way I kind of do this is for my setup, I'm going to set up to the ball. This time I'm going to play the ball in the middle of my stance. I don't want to put it too far up because then I'm going to try to be getting under it, and we still want to come down on the ball. We want those groups to do the work for us. I don't want to try to flick or anything crazy like that. We do want some wrist motion in this, okay? As we come, but not like a flick, more like a controlled, just kind of down and through. Make sure that your club head finishes above our hands this time. So this time I want the club head to finish above our hands, all right? I also, for this one, play this ball in the middle, and I want to open up my leading leg. So I'm right-handed, I open up this just a little bit. So as I come forward, this helps me. If you don't like it, you don't have to use it, but as I come forward, it allows me to make an easier turn, okay? And my chest will face my target for a pitch shot. So altogether, we'll show you a shot here in a minute. Altogether, these elements are going to make it a lot easier to use this shot and be a little bit more successful at it. Some of these elements you might have to play around with, especially your distance control, where you're taking the club back, how fast you're swinging it. Also, a nice kind of rule is going to be your lie. If this ball, I'm kind of on a nice, thin kind of layer of grass, just kind of cut it by my house. If this is a nice fluffy lie, this will be able to be an easier shot. If it's dug into the ground, you might want to think about a different kind of shot because the leading edge of this club might thin it and it might go flying. So all those elements kind of come into play. Let's show you a shot and show you how it's done. All right, so this time I'm going to pretend there's a little bit more fairway or rough to cover. I'm going to try to fly that ball, pitch it so it takes 1 or 2 bounces, kind of stops down for you. We'll show you how it looks right now. Hi guys, all right, so for today, we're actually outside here at the school. We are going to be doing a pitching lesson with Abby. Abby learned a couple of the critical elements. Now, we've given Abby a sand wedge. This is gonna be a little bit more lofted. Bailey kind of showed you the chip and run shot where he used his pitching wedge and an 8-iron. Abby's gonna use this sand wedge. It's gonna give you more trajectory. It's gonna fly that ball high and then start to sit down close to the green. All right, we're going to show you the drill. Still using the short game assessment that is you can find in the link below. She is using the 25-yard pitch from the fairway. We put the little green carpet down for her. She's going to be pitching from the fairway, 10 shots, and then we're going to add up the scores once more. Okay, we're going to show as Abby hits all these balls. So here we have Abby. She's going to be hitting off the mat. She has to fly it over top of that driver that's out there and land it close. That driver is about 12 paces. I know it's hard to kind of see from here. And then the cone is 25. Let's see if she can land it and stick it close to that cone. All right, not too bad. It's out there. Good shot. Holy cow, it's right next to it. Good shot. Good little pitch. And that's close to it as well. All right, Abby's 3 for 3, it looks like. Oh, that one's a skipper, but it lands close still. Oh, top that one a little bit, commentator. Okay. All right, little line drivey, but that's okay. Good shot. Oh, a little far. No, that looks close. Looks within 6. That'll be good. Good shot. Oh, just got a bad bounce on that. There's a shot. That's down there. All right, little roller, but that's going to make it. This is ball number 10. Last little pitch out here, Abs. And now it's time to go score, Abby. Abby, how much golf have you played in your lifetime?
Like official golf?
Like official golf on a golf course.
Like never.
How many times have you mini golfed?
Probably like 6 or 7.
How many times have you used a sand wedge?
0.
So this is her first time. Let's go score Abby and see how well she did out of 10 shots.
Right, so difference first thing I kind of noticed is a little bit different from Bailey's. Bailey was scattered. His was long, his was short, his was right, his was left. Abby's is a little bit different. This one we're just going to kind of throw out top. It's no good, no point for that one. We're still using, okay, the short game assessment. So as long as you follow along. So this one obviously no good as well, but her shots are mostly to the right. Her miss is to the right. Okay, now as you work with your players, you can kind of critique and fix that problem and find out why that problem is kind of occurring. Right? This one barely made it over our landing zone, so we're also throwing this one. She has about 6 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to give her credit for it. This field is pretty rocky, it's pretty bumpy, so we're going to give her credit for these ones. So right here, she's got 1, 2, 3, and 4 points already. Right? For this one, this is within 3 feet. So 1, 2, and 3. We're going to give her 2 points for that. So already 4, 5, 6. She hit 2 more. Okay, like I said, this ground is a little uneven. Close to within 6 feet. 4, 5, and 6. Maybe 1 more foot, but we're going to give her a point for it. So that's 7. And this one as well is going to be one more point. So that makes 8. 8 points out of 10 shots. And now you have these two, okay? Make sure you are following the assessment that we've given you, and you can actually see where your student's handicap would be without really having to play a round of golf. This will assess their short game and let them know how well they are doing within the short game. If you want, you could also use the GPAI for things like grip, tendency, and stuff like that. But we are using the short game assessment right now. Abby did a pretty good job for us. Hopefully this helps you guys. Thanks.
So now it's time for our 6-part putting process, okay? For this drill that I've started, okay, when working on the process, what I want to do first is I have my club with me, okay? I put this next to either the hole, you can put it next to it if you're on a golf course, or if you're just kind of doing some target practice if you are a teacher, or even if you're a student and you just find some free space at home or on your carpet, this drill is going to help you out at least with the process of putting. So I put the club down, and what I'm going to do is then I'm going to place my ball, okay? And now, my ball has a little bit of a special thing to it, okay? So, I actually put a line on the ball. The reason is because when I putt, this is actually going to be step 6. I'm kind of skipping steps on you, but this line tells me how good of a putt I just made whenever it's rolling towards a hole. If that ball rolls and it's end over end, I know that that was a good putt, okay? If it has a wobble to it, then I know it was not a very good putt, okay? So what I want to do is line that ball up to the hole, okay? Make sure that that is facing the hole, and all I want to focus on is hitting a straight putt. I'm going to work through the process with you. If you want to make this drill harder, there's a couple ways to do it. Number one, okay, you can move that club back. I'm actually going to, because I'm going to putt from 6 feet, not 3, just because I want to show you the roll on this. And I think if you are a beginner, I think it's a good idea to start from 6. Reason being because you can see this ball a little bit better roll. Now you might miss some more putts. That's okay. All right. But you want to see if you are pushing or pulling the ball. So let me go through the process with you. We have talked about step 1 and step 2 when we were on the course on the green, and we kind of surveyed the course. We do want to find that nice flat uphill putt with 0 break. All right. If you find that, you're golden. Okay, because you know which way that ball is going to break off of that. So let's go through it. Actually, like I said, I'm going to move my putt back just a little bit. Now, if you mess it up, that's okay. There you go. That. And I'm going to line the ball up. Right there, pick my putt up. That line looks pretty good. I'm actually going to take another step back, look at it from a further back angle, and it looks right on. Okay? And I would grip the balls right here to keep on kind of putting as I go. So, right? First step, assess the scene. Where's the high point? Where's the low point of the green? Which way is the flow kind of going? Find that straight uphill putt. And where you find that is I know the different curves and stuff like that. Since we were in the mountain, there's not going to be a lot of curve. There's actually 0 curve because everything's flat in here. So, with that being said, even if I did walk around, there's not going to be any kind of curve. There's nothing to feel with my feet. It's all going to be flat, okay? So, I'm lined up. Step 1 and 2 is good. Step 3 is going to be to feel it. So, I want to be over top of the ball, and I just want to take a couple of practice strokes looking at my target. Don't want to look at the ball, I want to look at the target to try to feel how far it's going to go. Next part is I'm going to get set. So I'm actually going to step in. The 5th part is to go, and as I go, 6 becomes when that ball starts rolling towards a hole, is I know that if I hit a straight shot or a pull or a push, okay? So from the process 1 and 2 is already done. Take a couple of practices. Step 4 is get set. Step 5 is go. And step 6 is to read. And that ball went end over end, hits my target. If I was at a course, it would have gone on the hole, and I'm able to kind of to see, okay, if I push it, hold it, or hit a straight shot. Now, how they couple other balls with it, and just kind of repeat the process. You don't want to just drop, especially if you are using the line. You want to kind of remember to line that ball up every time, okay? And then again, start from back here, looks pretty straight, and then just repeat the process. If you are out by yourself, you can, like we said, drop a few balls around the green, okay, and just work on your process as you do that. So make sure you're reading green, right? Make sure you're reading slow, and then just repeat the process to yourself, and you'll be pretty good, okay? There is an assessment, there is a putting assessment that you can use, and I will add that in the link below. Make sure you check that out so you can assess if you're getting better and how much you're improving and where you still need to make improvements on. All right, well, thank you for watching putting, and we'll see you soon.
All right, guys, here we have lined up a little bit of a putting process for you. We are on the green. This is going to talk about slope and how the curve affects your ball. So I put lines on my ball, okay? That means if I hit that and that line goes end over end, that is going to be a good putt. I didn't push it or pull it. Now, I always try to find the uphill straight putt. Right now, I'm at the uphill straight putt. If I tap this ball and hit it with the right speed, it should go into the hole. So I'm actually aiming with this ball. My aim would be right here, okay? So if I walk it back, my tee is behind the flag stick. If I walk over to this ball, this time, okay, this is not going to be a straight putt, okay? That would be 6 o'clock over there. This one would be about 3 o'clock. I know that ball is going to roll from right to left. So I actually want to aim a little bit off. This isn't a hard putt, so not a far putt. So I want to make sure, though, that my target is to the right of that cup. So I'm going to set my ball up so that it is to the right and then give it a putt. So curve would actually be a little bit starting here and then rolling this way. That ball over there is just a nice straight putt. And we'll show you real fast. All right, I'm here with my man Christian. He's going to take you through a 6-foot putting circuit. What's going to happen? There are 10 balls lined up around this circle. Christian's going to come in. I'm going to use a GPAI on him. Okay, he is going to putt these 10 balls. We're going to worry about his setup. So things that are listed are correct grip, stance, aim, and alignment. If he does that very well, we give him a check, and he did this column. If not, we give him a check that he did not do this well. Then we kind of move over to the skill execution. Does that ball hit that hole out of 10 times? Okay, we're going to watch Christian and see how well he does. Christian. Mark the ball. Set up the team pretty good so far. Red grip, red stance. Do practice strokes. Steps in. All right, he is 1 for 1. that ball will end over end, you think you made a pretty good shot. If this ball will end over end on this occasion. You are the partner, help the guy out. Here's what ball's got lingering around the hole. Nice roll. Good shot. We're going to stop actually right there. Good job. So, Christian was able to shoot 5. Okay? He hit 3 of his targets, and each time he's using the same practice routine. Okay? Taking that quarter, marking it down. We will worry about slope and intercept, slope and curve of the ball. Right now he's playing on a flat surface, so not too difficult. Plays good like golf green or something like that. Trying to practice your curves and those kind of things. But this is the drill, and this is the assessment that you can use. The assessment is in the link below. Good job, Christian. All right. Okay, this time I'm here with Jordan, and we are going to be working on our distance control lag putting. In the assessment, he gets 10 putts from 40 feet. We're actually going to scale it down since we're in our maximum of 30 feet. And the scoring, okay, is going to be outside 6 feet, which is that big ring down there. I'll walk down to it for you guys. So inside this big ring is going to be 0 points, so he has to get it within the zone. Okay, 0 points. If it is between 3 and 6 feet inside of here, that's going to be 1 point. In between 3 feet, now we don't have a square or a circle, but we'll just kind of estimate if it's close enough, we'll give him 2 points. And if he actually hits the hole, we're going to give him 4 points for it. Okay, so that is how it's set up. It is in the link below, so please check your assessment in the link below. Okay, we're going to watch Jordan. I'm going to go help him out down at the bottom. So Jordan's going to putt, and we are going to make sure that the assessment partner is down at the bottom. Okay. Greens are pretty fast. This is on a nap right now. Has a little lip to contend with, but that one's going to be inside of 6 for sure. Is it inside 3, 1, 2? Yes, it is. So we give him 2 points for that. Inside of 2, so he gets 2 points. Good. Might be a little strong. Let's see where it ends up. Will it stay? Good again. Let's see. Close. We start with 3 feeters. That's 2 feet away. That's another 2 points. Keep going. Just outside. No point for that. Inside 6, I think I can be outside. Okay, just about a little bit. 1 point for that. Inside 3, that's another 2-pointer. Last ball. Hit the hole. Oh, so close. All right, no points for that one. Rolls kind of can get a score. Work through the putting material. There's a big assessment that takes you through all kind of putting scenarios. Use the assessment, and you'll be able to tell where you need to make improvements and where you're still pretty good at. All right, thanks buddy, thanks for joining us today, and we will see you later.